So we've talked about the Western Front, the line between France and Germany and Belgium. Now let's talk about the Eastern Front. The Eastern Front. Russia, as you know, was in the war. It fought Britain, Germany, and Austria-Hungary and Bulgaria too. And it sent its fleet out from the Black Sea over here. And they have one of the largest armies in Europe. Largest army in Europe. They had more than 3 million men. They had so many men in the army that not all of them had guns or weapons. They had to pick up the weapons of those who fell. They had lots of cavalry on horses. They charged with their spears and their big black furry helmets. They were called Cossacks. They also had other troops. They were militia troops from their. They took a bit of China. They had Chinese with guns fighting with the Russians. Russia and Germany were squaring off a lot around here. Somewhere. And down here. Austria-Hungary was in no condition to fight. It had an army, but it wasn't one of the huge armies. It didn't really do much. What it did is it fought Albania and Serbia and Bosnia, those little states who started the war in Greece. And Russia and Germany fought very well. But the Russians had the worst of it. They were being killed by the thousands. Some of them deserted. Russian leaders had to threaten them with swords to stay. Entire regiments, entire brigades and detachments deserted, put down guns, refused to fight, or ran away. They fought Bulgaria. They had a bit more luck in Bulgaria, but they still didn't gain much ground. After that, they weren't in the war much more. In fact, they started a revolution in Russia. What about Turkey? Well, first of all, you imagine, Turkey around here. France and Britain had colonies here, empires expanding here. British had oil companies in Persia, Iran. France had Syria. English had down here, around here, Persian Gulf, and Egypt was under martial law. So they use these countries. They take their colonial troops from Australia, New Zealand, and India. They'd sail them up the Red Sea, up into Egypt. Then they'd sail up into Turkey and attack. One of the most famous British-Turkish battles in the entire war was Gallipoli. Gallipoli, some people call it. It was somewhere on the southern edge of Turkey, somewhere around here. And the British landed, they bombarded it with their big dreadnought ships. And then they jumped onto the beach. They lost thousands of men. The Turkish soldiers lost thousands of men. Many Australians and Indian soldiers were killed there, as well as people from Egypt and people from South Africa. The British got the worst of it. The Turks had the advantage of high ground. The British had to climb these steep hills, this steep, with gunfire raining down on them. When you think of Turkey, you think of people in turbans, people with little bows and arrows and small pistols. But these guys were modern too. They had the same kind of rifle that you expect, say, Britain or France to have. They also had lots of machine guns. Britain didn't really attack Turkey much after that. Turkey got into the 1915, the year of total war, it's called. The Eastern Russia and Italy did it tried to attack Germany from the south, but they was driven back. Italy didn't do anything for the rest of the war except for little sniper attacks. We'll be talking about them later.